Hey everyone, with the quick arrival of Malifaux 4th edition and its new terrain rules, I thought I would review for you the Wyrdscapes Malifaux terrain. So this is what I would say is definitely a premium line of terrain that is sold by Wyrd itself, meaning they are the ones that have created the molds. And as you can see, this terrain is super thematic. Like it just drips Victorian era steampunk. Like it's kind of exactly what you think of when you think of Malifaux. So I will say that this terrain will set you back. I would say probably one of the buildings is around $60. So be aware that you are investing a lot. But let's talk about what you actually get for $60. So if you just look at the exterior, you're kind of like, well, I mean, it looks really nice, but is it really worth investing in? And my answer would be, it depends. It depends on if you want this premium experience. Or I would say if you are a dioramist, this might be something that interests you. So for example, you will notice that Wyrd has gone through the trouble of actually molding the interior of the building. So if you're someone who likes dioramas, like you like this attention to detail, this is definitely a product for you. That said, I've never used this for D&D. I've never used the interiors for Malifaux. I just use the exteriors, and that's great. The other plus that you've noticed is that it's entirely modular in terms of the roofs of the buildings. As you can see, you could remove them. I could replace this one on top of here, give it a very different look. I could even, if I want, kind of stack them on top of each other. Whoops. And then now I've got a cool looking tower. So in terms of the look, it's got that Tim Burton-esque kind of surreal look to it, which I personally love this art direction. I think it's great. It's fantastic enough that it draws people to the table. Like they come over and they say like, what game is this? And I'll be like, hey, this is Malifaux. This is like a Victorian steampunk game. And people love it. So theme, Wyrd, perfect. Keep it up. Love it. I do have a few comments. Three things that I would say Wyrd might want to look into and improve. First, despite the fact that this is made by Wyrd, the manufacturer and creator of Malifaux, unfortunately, on some of the pieces, they will only fit a 30 mil base, which seems really weird. Like you can't actually play Malifaux with the terrain if you intend to use it where it's got verticality. You can see that if I try to put in Uncle Bog here, yeah, it's not happening. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, for me personally, I would rather that Wyrd not mold the interior. Save us a little bit of cost, like not mold it, save money on the molds, maybe offer a cheaper product. I think that makes it easier on your wallet. Third thing is some of the kits come with stairs, and the stairs, some of them kind of line up nicely, but if you'll notice, other buildings, it doesn't line up nicely. I would say if you have like a standard height for your stairs to allow for the verticality, that would be a great idea. It's to the point where you can say, I haven't even really finished painting these guys. I've just done the base and that's it, because they just don't really see play. So I haven't really seen a reason to do it. Last, if you are going to buy this, be aware that some of these bits that stick out snap off really easily in transport. So you're not just investing in this piece, you are investing in foam so you can transport it back and forth. So that's an additional expense that maybe you need to think about, because otherwise it's not going to make it. In fact, I can tell you that this flag is snapped off. this lamp has snapped off. Like, I've had to go and buy this foam just so I can actually show this off. So Weird, I would say when you mold those, think about transportability, maybe things that don't stick out. Like I've seen Warhammer terrain where it's still evocative of the theme, but I'm not worried about pieces breaking off during transport. So that's another thing that I would caution about. So the ultimate question is, hey, is this worth the purchase? For me, yes. But I'm a big terrain person. I think that your own models, really you're the one that's looking at your models. Other people are like, okay, that's cool, they're painted, but you're the one that cares. I think that terrain makes the experience of the game. I think that's both people are really enjoying it. And that's, for me, that's what makes it worth it. The fact that these are just absolutely gorgeous in their design and the way they look. For me, I'm very happy. Look at this gargoyle. Like, he looks so cool. I'm very happy with this purchase, but other people might be, yeah, with that money I could spend it on buying more models. So it's up to you. I just wanted to give a kind of a review with 4th edition coming out. Maybe this is something you might want to consider to spruce up your table. If this is something that you find a little bit pricey, I would check out my Plastcraft Malifaux terrain review. Maybe that's something that's a little bit more in your budget. All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.